The first time Marcus saw the golden retriever, she was pressed against the Hendersons' front door like she was trying to disappear into the wood itself. It was 6:47 a.m. on a Tuesday in October, and Marcus had been collecting garbage on Maple Street for 3 years. He knew every house, every routine, every dog that would bark at his rumbling truck. But this one was different. She wasn't barking. She wasn't even moving, just trembling, her beautiful golden coat matted and dull, watching him with eyes that held too much fear for any living thing to carry. Marcus froze mid-step, his hand still gripping the garbage bin, his heart hammered against his ribs the way it always did when he encountered dogs. The scars on his left calf, hidden beneath his work pants, seemed to pulse with memory. He'd been 7 when the neighbor's pit bull had torn into his leg, and 23 years later, the terror still lived in his bones. The golden retriever's tail tucked tighter beneath her belly. She knew fear when she saw it, even in humans. For 3 weeks, they maintained their silent dance of mutual terror. Marcus would approach the Hendersons' house, spot the dog, and his muscles would lock up. The retriever would shrink further into herself, both of them prisoners of their own trauma. Mrs. Henderson had mentioned the dog was a rescue, found half-starved behind a gas station, covered in cigarette burns and rope marks around her neck. Someone had hurt her badly, and trust was a language she'd forgotten how to speak. But something shifted on that 4th Tuesday. Maybe it was the way the morning light caught the gold in her fur, or how she didn't immediately cower when their eyes met. Marcus found himself setting down the garbage bin and reaching slowly into his lunch bag. His grandmother's voice echoed in his memory. Fear shared is fear halved, baby boy. His fingers closed around the turkey sandwich, still wrapped in wax paper. The dog's nose twitched at the scent, and for the first time, she took a tentative step forward. "Easy, girl," Marcus whispered, his voice barely audible over the distant hum of traffic. His hands shook as he unwrapped a corner of the sandwich, breaking off a small piece of turkey. "I'm not going to hurt you." He placed the meat on the sidewalk, then backed away 5 full steps. The dog's hunger won over her fear. She crept forward, snatched the turkey, and retreated, chewing quickly while never taking her eyes off him. Marcus smiled, the first real smile he'd worn in months. Tuesday after Tuesday, their ritual evolved. Marcus would bring treats hidden in his pockets, leftover chicken, dog biscuits he'd started buying specifically for her, sometimes a piece of cheese from his lunch. The distance between them shrank from 15 feet to 10, then to 5. The dog, who Mrs. Henderson had named Goldie, began to wait for him by the curb instead of hiding by the door. The breakthrough came in December, during the first snowfall of the season. Marcus arrived to find Goldie shivering in the cold, her paws dancing on the icy pavement. Without thinking, he knelt down and extended his hand, palm up, fingers still. His heart thundered, but something stronger than fear guided him now. Goldie approached slowly, her breath visible in small white puffs. She sniffed his fingers, then gently licked the salt from his palm. Her tail gave the smallest wag, barely a flutter, but unmistakably hopeful. Marcus felt tears freeze on his cheeks. Here was this broken creature, choosing trust over safety, reaching across the chasm of her own trauma to touch his. In that moment, he understood something profound. Healing wasn't about forgetting the hurt. It was about finding the courage to love despite it. "Good girl," he whispered, his voice thick with emotion. "We're going to be just fine, aren't we?" Goldie's tail wagged wider, and for the first time in years, Marcus wasn't afraid. Neither was she. Every Tuesday morning after that, neighbors would see them, a gentle giant of a man and a golden retriever, sharing breakfast on the sidewalk as the sun painted the sky pink. 2 wounded souls who'd found something better than healing in each other. They'd found hope. And on Maple Street, Tuesday had become everyone's favorite day of the week. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe for more amazing animal moments. See you in the next tale.